What did I learn about the IADL and ADL process during the simulation, and how does it differ from my baseline? Doing performing ADLs and IADLs was very difficult with the crushes. It was very hard getting around and things. Some specific ADLs, it was hard toileting because I couldn't pull my pants down all the way with the Zimmer split. I tried my best, but it was difficult. And IADLs, care of pets was hard. I needed assistance feeding my dog and walking him because even though he goes off the leash, I can't catch him in crutches should he be eating something he's not supposed to. It was challenging walking to and from class because I live in Strong, and crutching that all the way to Hegeman was hard as well. Yeah, it was hard to do meal prep and balance and keep weight off the leg as well. And again, crutching long distances, I'd need to take a lot of breaks, and it's very exhausting, and it hurt my arms a lot. What did you learn from it and from the project, and how will you be a better clinician? Okay, so I learned how hard it is to be on crutches, and that you may need help, but you don't seek it out. You don't want the assistance. And also that the Zimmer split can ruin your pants. It put a hole in my pants, and it was very hard. I didn't like that. How will this make me a better clinician? Understanding, just a deep understanding of the issue, understanding what they're going through. I can provide better empathy, compassion, and understanding. And also, I can warn them if they have a Zimmer split to make sure that the fabric covers up the Velcro so that it doesn't ruin their pants. Did you experience empathy, and how did it affect self-esteem? Yeah, I did. A lot of people thought my condition was real, so actually campus safety would see me crutching because I worked at the gym and I lived at Strong, so they'd see me on my crutches going from the gym to Strong, and they'd stop me on the side of the road and have me take a ride from them. And and also when I got to the gym, the people at the gym thought it was real, so they'd try to take my bag from me. They'd hold open the doors. They're just nice people. And I felt terrible. I felt like I couldn't do anything. I felt very dependent on others. And I felt as though, I don't know, I felt as though I was very unattractive as well, because oftentimes when I was crutching, I was sweating to death as well because it was a lot of work for me, because I guess I'm not in as good a shape as I thought I was. And in the rain, it was slippery, and that's when I got a lot of help and assistance as well. And I felt bad about that. Very low self-esteem. Do I feel that the assignment is controversial? Yeah, I do. I feel like it upset a lot of people that I was faking an injury, because it looks almost as though is that we're making fun of a population. We're making fun of the people with the disability, but at the same time, it allows us to be better clinicians because we know what it's like to have the disability. So, all in all, that's why it's controversial, because it's beneficial for us as a clinician, but to others, it might look like we're making fun of people that have it. So, meal prep. Well, I needed assistance. I needed to go to the store, and I had my boyfriend take me, and the Zimmer split slid down a lot. So I put it on again in the car, and oh my god, I got stuck. I got stuck in the car because my leg was stuck over the dashboard, and I got stuck, and my boyfriend didn't get me out. And shopping, I got a lot of stares. I got a lot of people trying to help me. I couldn't reach things on the lower shelves, and carrying things in my hands was hard. I tried to put it in a backpack, but my boyfriend wouldn't let me. He just took it. Cooking in general was okay. I had a hard time keeping my balance, being non-weight bearing on that one leg. So I put weight on the counter through my arms and lean on one of the crutches, but also crossing my my affected leg over my good leg at the ankles, so that I had to remember not to step on it. You know what I mean? Not to put weight on it. Yeah, I did that, and it was hard to keep my leg in extension with the Zimmer split as well because it was too big for me, and so in a lot of my pictures it looks like my knee is bent. It was hard. Everything was hard. I made hot dogs and mac and cheese, and I wheeled them to and from the stove and the sink with the little it looks like a ping pong paddle with wheels, and that I did that for adaptive equipment for that. Stirring was good. I had to have Julia help me carry things to the table because I couldn't carry anything with the crutches. It was hard. It was very hard. Once I sat at the table, though, to eat, it was fine because I was seated, so I had no problem eating the meal. Yep. So, what would make this assignment better? I think maybe adapting leisure activities that we actually do would make this assignment a lot better because we may have clients that want to do weird things, weird leisure activities that we may do too, but we don't know how to adapt with that disability. Like, the thing I ended up doing because I had my disability over the weekend, I went to a birthday party and I ended up riding an ATV with my injury, but I adapted it so that I was non-weight bearing on the one leg. It was a little scary because some guys picked me up and they put me on the vehicle so that I'd remain non-weight bearing. I don't know. I don't suggest that, honestly. And I don't think the person in my case would have been able to do that at her age. But yeah, it was interesting. I learned a lot about the disability from doing that. So that's why I think it would benefit people. Of course, mine was an accident. But yeah. It's also important to note that my answers to these questions are also typed out, so they're supplemental to this video. I couldn't include all of them in this video as in-depth as I want them to be because there's so much to talk about, but it's more than 10 minutes. It was like 19, so that's important to note. Anyway, thank you.